Hey guys, today I want to talk about something interesting I found on YouTube. Have you guys heard of Nora Vincent? She wrote a book called Self-Made Man. In this book, she describes an experiment in which she did everything shy of having an actual sex change in order to look and act like a man. This included tight bras to flatten her chest, vocal training, acting classes, change of clothes, makeup, and other things. The goal of this experiment was, in her own words,
this wasn't just a stunt. This was about human project. It was about finding something out about the human creature, and I learned it the best possible way because I went through it.
She lived 1 year like this, trying different things to discover how men really live. She joined an all-male bowling team, went on 30 dates with women, went to strip clubs, joined a Catholic monastery, and a male help group. Going into this experiment, she was thinking, men are rough, mean and rude. She was sure she would never be welcome into the social circle of guys. But she immediately learned how welcoming and supportive the guys in her bowling club were. She even said,
you think of women, we're so nice, we're so easy, men are so mean. Complete opposite. Hey baby! And I felt as comfortable as I could feel right away. They just took me in. No questions asked.
When it came to dating, she immediately recognized that here, broadly speaking, it's the women having the upper hand.
And the thing is, we don't have to do the part where you cross the room and you go up to a stranger and say the first words. And those first words are so hard to say without sounding like a cheese ball or sounding like a jerk or whatever else.
What she learned is that the dating world for men and women are polar opposites. She encountered many hostile reactions to her approaching women. She ended up sympathizing with men.
It gives me a certain definite sympathy. And I don't mean that there's any disrespect, but it just makes me understand what's going on.
Her dating experiences were almost never fun, mostly unpleasant.
Did you have any fun?
Rarely.
It was just an
pretty
ordeal.
Unpleasant.
She was convinced that the perfect man would be a woman in a man's body, soft and vulnerable, but quickly learned that more often than not, women want manly men, who mostly fit all the stereotypes.
My prejudice was that the ideal man is a woman in a man's body. And I learned, no, that's really not. There are a lot of women out there who really want a manly man.
The stress of this experiment and everything it entailed got the better of her, and towards the end of it, she checked into hospital with severe depression. She also adds something that is more relevant than ever, even if this documentary is from 2006.
Identity, she concluded, was not something to play around with.
When you mess around with that, you really mess around with something that you need that helps you to function. And I found out that gender lives in your brain. And it's something much more than costume.
After the experiment, her views on men changed significantly.
Her views about men have changed forever.
Men are suffering. They have different problems than women have, but they don't have it better. They need our sympathy, they need our love, and they need each other more than anything else. They need to be together.
While many women think they have men figured out, thinking us to be simple creatures, she instead thinks that women don't have a clue about us men. In conclusion, she said that after this whole thing, she is now happier than ever to be a woman. Even calls it a privilege.
I'm so much closer to myself than I ever was, that I really like me. I really like being me, and I really like being a woman.
Did you like being a woman before, Ned?
I did, but I like it more now, because I think it's more of a privilege.
She still is a woman and has a very female view on what she experienced, meaning that she thinks that men should be more affectionate with each other. But ignoring this, I do really appreciate her views on the topic, and I think that watching this shows that most of what women think about men is not based on reality, and their understanding of men and the quality of relationship they could build with them would drastically improve if they were to watch this documentary. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, leave a like or subscribe. I read all my comments, so if you got anything to say, leave one. Check out my socials on the link tree in my profile. Do support me by sending me a tip on there if you want to. And make your ancestors proud.